I'm 62 years old, and I never thought I'd reach a point in my life where silence felt louder than laughter. For over 20 years, I've lived in the same little house, a place filled with memories, photographs, and echoes of my son's childhood. His name is Daniel. He's 35 now, married with two little ones of his own. After his father passed away, it was just me and him. He was my world, my reason to wake up every morning, my purpose to keep working when I wanted to give up. When he moved to another city for work, I helped him buy a house. He couldn't afford the payments back then, so I took over the mortgage myself. Every month, like clockwork, I paid it quietly, lovingly, because that's what mothers do. Every Christmas, I'd visit him. I'd fly down, bake cookies with his kids, decorate the tree, and fill the house with the smell of cinnamon and love. It was my favorite time of the year, a few days when I didn't feel alone. But this year, something changed. It was early December when I called him. I still remember his voice on the other end of the phone, distracted, busy, almost impatient. I said, "Hi, sweetheart. I was thinking of coming over for Christmas again this year. I'll bring the gingerbread cookies the kids love." There was a pause, a long, heavy silence that made my chest tighten. Then he said, "Mom, I wasn't really expecting you this year." I froze. "Oh, are you traveling somewhere?" I asked, trying to sound casual. He sighed. "No, it's just, Emma's parents are coming over. I thought it would be nice to have a smaller family Christmas this time." I forced a laugh. Of course, that makes sense." We talked for another minute or two, and then he hung up, saying he'd call me later. He never did. After that call, I sat by the window for hours, just staring at the Christmas lights flickering outside my neighbor's house. For the first time, I realized how quiet mine was. How empty. I told myself not to cry, that he had his own family now, his own life. But deep down, I felt replaced. Forgotten. The next morning, I opened my laptop to pay his mortgage, the same payment I'd made every month for almost 8 years. I looked at the amount, hovered my finger over the Pay Now button and stopped. For the first time, I thought about what I was doing. I wasn't just paying a bill, I was keeping his home standing. The same home he now shared with people who didn't even want me there for Christmas. A voice inside me whispered, "If you're not expected, then neither is your payment." I closed the laptop. I didn't cry. I just sat there quietly, listening to the sound of the clock ticking in the kitchen. That afternoon, I booked myself a little cabin up north, a cozy place by a frozen lake. It was small but peaceful. I decorated a tiny tree, made a cup of cocoa, and watched the snow fall outside the window. For the first time in years, I spent Christmas alone. Not sad, just still. It was strange, peaceful, in a way I hadn't felt in decades. A week later, Daniel called. His voice was panicked. "Mom, the bank called. They said the mortgage payment didn't go through. Are you okay? Did something happen?" I smiled, even though he couldn't see it. "No, darling, nothing happened. I just thought maybe it's time you take care of your own home." There was silence on the other end. "Mom, I didn't mean to hurt you. I just thought you might want to rest this year." I said softly, "Daniel, I've been resting my whole life, resting my dreams, my time, my savings, all for you. But maybe it's time I rest from waiting." He didn't know what to say. We talked for a few minutes, but it felt different, quiet, heavy, but honest. After we hung up, I didn't feel guilty. For once, I felt strong. The following month, I got a small card in the mail. It was from Daniel. Inside, there was a photo of him, Emma, and the kids in front of their Christmas tree. And a handwritten note. "Merry Christmas, Mom. You were right. A home isn't a home without the person who built it. I've taken over the payments now, and next year I'll be the one flying to you. Love, Daniel." I pressed the card against my chest and let the tears come this time, not from sadness but relief. Sometimes love doesn't mean showing up every year with gifts or money. Sometimes love means stepping back and letting someone learn what you've done for them all along. That year, I learned something too, that I'm more than a mother who gives. I'm a woman who deserves to receive love, not just offer it. And as I sat by the lake that evening, watching the last bit of snow fall, I whispered to myself, "Merry Christmas, Daniel. I'll be expecting you next year."